are you planning to move to UK? Then this video is going to be very helpful for you because we have a consultant with us who has around 10 plus years experience in visa consulting, and she is focusing on UK university admissions and visa processing mainly. Let's welcome Kinjal Dhumawat. Let's get started. UK has always been a dream destination for Indian students. Like every year, this year also a lot of students would be applying for universities there in UK. So can you tell some tips or some highlights that make their application stands apart so they have better chances of enrollment?
So that this is first, like, for the while punching the application or applying for the university for any for the admission, student has to of course submit all their academic documents or work experience. Along with that, they also have to provide SOP, statement of purpose. So in statement of purpose, they have to strongly show that why they want to study in particularly this university and why particularly this course. Okay, and if they have great skills like kind of internship they have done, what projects they have done which is aligned with their course, they can put in their SOP also. And while applying to the university, of course universities are considering the English language test also, like IELTS, TOEFL, PT. They have their own entry requirement. So you have to highlight this also when you're applying to the UK universities or any of the university uh, if you want to study abroad.
Now, after admissions comes the second part, which is visa process. Can you shed some insights on that?
Sure. So in between, like before applying for the visa, once you get the offer letter from the university, generally students are getting conditional offer letter. So it could be academic condition or a condition to, clear the pre-CAS interview. Okay. So before applying to the visa, student has to get a CAS letter from the university. CAS is called a confirmation of acceptance for a study. Okay. It contains all the details of the students, like their name, their CAS number, the university name, the university address, how much student, what is the tuition fees, and how much student has paid. So it is a very important letter which student get from the university. So once student receive the CAS letter, they has to check the CAS thoroughly that all the details mentioned in the CAS letters are correct or not. If you are applying with the incorrect CAS letter for the visa, so there are chances that you get a visa rejection. Okay, this is the one thing about the CAS. Once you receive the CAS from the university, of course you're going to show your financial documents to the Home Office, to the UKVI. So there are three ways you can show the financial documents. First is education loan. Second is FD, and third is a bank statement. The bank statement should not be current account statement. Okay. You can show the FD and bank statement on your name or on your parent name. Okay. But education loan should be whole and sole on a student's name only. It should not be any of the name of your brother or your parent name. It should not be. When applying for the when you're providing the financial documents to the Home Office, you have to make sure that the details of the bank person is mentioned on that. Bank person, when I'm talking about the details, it should be the contact details, the name of the person, the email ID, because UKVI also doing the financial verification from their end. So once they send an email to the bank, they will also wait for some days that they will receive an email back from the bank. But if they will not receive an email from the bank, there are chances you get visa rejection. Okay. So this much things they have to consider before applying for the visa.
An important aspect of visa process is the visa interview. Many students finds it very challenging. So can you share some tips to impress the visa interviewer?
It is same like a pre-CAS interview only. So about the interview, first we'll talk about the interview, not about the visa interview. About the interview, there are the certain universities in UK, they are taking interview before issuing CAS, and certain university doesn't take interview. Okay, but there are chances student get a visa interview. So what is a visa interview? These are the same questions about the pre-CAS interview, that why have you decided to study in UK, why not your home country or other countries. But in this kind of visa interview, you have to keep in mind the small things. When I talk about the small thing, they will ask that, have you booked the accommodation, where will you live in UK? So when you talk about the accommodation, you should not say that I have not booked the accommodation, I will book my accommodation once I get my visa. You should not say like that. You can say that I have shortlisted the accommodation, say the name of the property, what is the cost per week, what facilities are available, how much it is far from the university. So this kind of a pointers you have to keep in mind. Like you have to give a detailed answer about the questions when they are asked. When asked about why you want to study in UK, I'll suggest to my student that just particularly say about the UK. Some three or four points are enough to say about the UK. Then you can compare the UK universities with other countries or your home country. You can talk about the course. When you're saying about the course, say that what facilities you're going to gain through this course. If the course you have applied related with the previous qualification of yours, then you can correlate with it. You can, also explain one of the course module linking with your future career plans. That I want to become a business development manager. The course, for an example, I applied for the course of international business. So this kind of answer, small things you have to keep in mind. You also should know that because universities have different campuses. If you are going to one of the campus, you should know what is what are the surrounding area of the campuses, how much which is the nearby hospital, the airport, which is the nearby airport. So this kind of things you should keep in mind, because generally students only go with the big questions that why this university, why this course, what are future career plans, but they forget to prepare about the small questions. So they should keep such things in mind. That what is the postal code of your university? About the scholarship, certain university have automated scholarship. When I say about the automated scholarship, they have that we will give 1500 scholarship, 1500 GBP scholarship to the students only. Now there are the universities, they are not giving automated scholarship. When I talk about the universities like University of Surrey, University of Greenwich, University of Westminster, they provide you a link. You have to click on the link. There is a question asked that why you feel that you are eligible for scholarship. So you have to give a brief answer that why you should get this much of scholarship from the university. So when you give the correct or great answer, university feels that, this is, of course, the student should get a scholarship. Then you are eligible for the scholarship. They have 1500 GBP to 3000 scholarship as per the current intake. Okay. So this kind of a scholarship, because they have generally major of the university have automated scholarship from 1000 GBP to 3000 GBP. Okay. But the which doesn't have, they have to, they will provided a link and you have to give an answer that why you stand out from the other students to get more scholarship from the universities.
Kinjal, you have shared a lot of exciting insights. Now, the audience who are seeing this video obviously wants to know more about you, how you got into this visa consulting field. So can you talk about it?
Okay, so I'm being honest over here. So firstly, I joined a company where we were helping professionals to apply for the PR, Australian PR. So there was my small, role to help students also for the Australian PR. Australian student visa. I didn't know much about that, but when you are doing things, you get interested. That of course you have to. You do not want to work in this department. You want to work in other department of the visa. So students coming, they are asking that how, what kind of documents are required, how we can get the student visa. So I didn't know anything much about that. So there was a small part of mine. Then because of certain things, the company got shut down and I wasn't working then I applied in the same industry of a visa, and I wanted to go with the student visa only. I didn't wanted to go with the PR because PR was something it is very time taking, and it is, it's not sure that you will get there are, if I say 50% of the chances people will get a PR, and I do not wanted to give any false hope to any of the people, considering the current business, if we talk about the business only. So student visa was currently booming also. So I wanted to go to the student visa, and I got the opportunity to work as a content writer to prepare SOP for the students. So I, we slowly we get applications. Then I got a work to prepare the students for the interview, then a CAS process, then a visa application. And if I say the experience, the whole experience I'm having of 8 years. But just about the UK, if you talk about the UK country, I have experience of 3 years already. So this brought, spark to work in this industry.
Kinjal, thanks a lot. It was a very insightful session. and I hope students who are aspiring to join UK universities would benefit from this video.